Welcome to Sponsored by Nobody. This week, sponsored by Fuck, Marry, Kill, our only options. It is May 2023, and you're listening to Leaves in the Jungle, Season 3, Episode 7. In this game, we will be using the Wildsea world setting and system. I am Ian, playing the Firefly, and we have...
I am Austin, and I'm playing Zitziyaku, the Chelacrae.
I am Bev, playing Rook, the Ardent.
And I am Dylan, playing Jisun, the Gao.
Excellent. What did we do last time, everybody?
We went to Party Island.
And after that, I don't really remember anything.
It's all a blur.
There were drugs, there was music, there was good times. Ooh, moths ate clothing off strategically. But it's worth noting that they ate off the clothing slightly differently in the 4Kids read-up.
Yeah. See, in the normal one, strategically means it went for the spots they don't normally eat the clothing of first. And then in the 4Kids redub, it was the reverse. So they went for the, yeah.
So in this one, Mai's not as hot.
Exactly.
In this one, there is no such thing as nipples.
Yep.
Children are born from cocoons.
Children are born from cocoons. Yeah.
Everyone is related to the Egyptians.
No tactical nipples either. Definitely no tactical nipples.
But there's lots of chain and leather.
Nice.
It awakened so many things in Austin.
You live by the edge or you die by the edge.
You're in a support group one day. So where did your leather fetish come from? Everybody's expecting answers like, from S&M.
Children's card games.
From children's card game. And I always have to say it in this voice.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sir, this is the cafeteria. You need to be quiet. Do you want the sloppy joe or the mac and cheese?
It's time to...
I'll send you to the shadow room if I do not get both. Security.
Someone didn't take their pills today.
You can't send me to solitary. I have the power of friendship.
Let him make a pyramid with the cards again.
Excellent. And on that note, we open on the Bowbreaker, your ship, sailing through the seas on a lovely day as you leave top, knowing that it's safe and secure for another day of partying. You're headed back.
This way. This sounds great.
You head back towards the war zone, expecting it to be a war zone, like just general war stuff. When you're all having breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, what do you guys want to be eating? What do you guys want to be doing?
Second brunch fest.
Second brunch
Fest.
Is that like lunner?
No, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a second brunch fest.
We had so many mimosas at first brunch that we kind of just stayed at the table and kind of a zombie, but now we've gotten our second win and there's more croissants. So
excellent.
Yeah.
Jisun, I assume you're cooking up a storm for second brunch?
I've been baking all morning. Honestly, I don't really... I'm just hanging out the window. Do you know what I mean?
Get to the weird breakfast fusion food.
Man,
it's a waffle that's also a taco.
I really wish I had to cook right now.
As you guys are eating second brunch, Jisun, your head's sticking out the window.
Fest.
Or sorry, of course, brunch fest.
Brunch fest.
Jisun, head sticking out the window. You're gazing out the window, having a sip of mimosa and enjoying the view as you see a small, stoutly mushroom standing on a branch as the ship whizzes by.
Frittata.
I nod. It's
Is it Portobello?
It's always Portobello.
It's always Portobello.
Okay, so
We don't know
cough,
other mushrooms.
and I lean on the tiller and just kind of drift us towards him. Oh, sorry.
You can drift it towards him. He jumps up and lands on the bow of your ship, and it just starts strolling on, and goes right down to the kitchens and sits down and starts eating a scone and drinking a mimosa.
I was trying to hit him, and he just walks into our kitchen.
I don't even question that at this point. He's got. I'm starting to realize that he's in reality, I would call it plot armor, but since I don't know that I'm inside of a simulated universe, I would guess he's just the beloved of the gods. You know what I mean? He has the devil's own luck. I don't know. You don't mess with
I'm
Portobello.
imagining he's being piloted by the Lorax at this point.
I mean, that is your god, so
It's not just my god, it's all of our gods.
that is. It's true. We established the Lorax is the current religion on the Wildsea. Yeah.
Well, after the Taco Bell Wars, it's the only restaurant left over.
I refuse to accept that canon. I call bull on you, movie. You and your 3 seashells.
But where's the P? Where is the P in this game? Right? 3 shells and no P.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Why is Portobello here? Besides to drink our mimosas and...
Are you asking him? Oh,
probably not that directly, but...
No, go ahead. Go ahead. In character.
I hit him in the head with a frying pan. You said in character, and I was just
no, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. He just takes it, and you just see him start to move his hand like he's gonna say something, and then he just falls off. He was not expecting this. He was
good.
Yeah. He falls over, and he's lying on the floor, out cold.
Can I stuff him in the freezer?
I have just witnessed a spectacle.
I'm gonna put him in the freezer, and I'm gonna look at it in turn at each of the crewmates that are there eating breakfast. I'm making eye contact and being yes, little nod, yes.
So my helmet is always agape, but I am more agape.
He always expects witty you guys always start with some kind of witty banter before you fight. He was not expecting this.
Okay, so he probably won't die. Again, he has plot armor, but we can probably slow him down, inconvenience him. You know what I mean?
Well, really, right now, I'm just trying to figure out if you're going for frittata or full English. What are we doing here, buddy?
Making him into a new child.
Oh, I'm just... Again, he's going to get out.
Bored.
But we have work to do today. You know what I mean? I'm not messing around with this. I don't know where his ship is.
Holding your fourth mimosa of the morning.
He's going to do some kind of forced plot point on me that I can't ignore, and I'm just not. I'm hung today. I really don't want. I'm not feeling it. You know, he can spend some time cooling down.
You can just tie him up with your
While you guys are all drinking, he's tied up in the freezer. That's fine. That's totally okay. He's tied up in the freezer. One of you make a what would it be? No, it's not sense. I want one of you to make a study roll.
I got 3 study.
With a cut, as you're all drinking and brunching and laughing at the fact that you finally defeated Portobello.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, do I get sharps for this?
Yeah, you get your normal. You can use sharp. No, this is not planned. You could use
Yeah, tides or grace are my other ones.
Just gracefully recalling as you dive through drunken stupor.
Maybe
I'm so grateful.
maybe tides. Yeah. Tides or grace might be better. Sharps is, you're not using logic but are planning for that. This is like a passive kind of thing.
Okay. Cut one, you said?
Yeah, cut one.
Okay, so that's
roll
a 3.
roll 4 dice and then take away the top one.
Yeah, that's a 3.
A 3? Oh, that's a failure. Yes. Excellent. Did you get any twist or no?
No, just 3.
No, just 3. Okay, excellent. Yeah, you guys continue brunch. It's fine.
Yay.
Where are you guys headed today?
Off to Herrickstead. No, the barracks.
Oh my gosh, that's right. And we also need to send a missive to Herrickstead to rally the. I don't know. How are we going to liberate them? I can't remember.
Herrickstead, if you remember, listeners / players, is the place where the centipede. What was his name? Scuttles. Yeah, Scuttles the centipede, the magic mushroom farmer. That was his hometown, and Herrickstead is currently under attack because it is also a bit of a gang hideout. So they wanted to conquer another gang hideout. They're expanding their turf.
As you do.
So Scuttles' hometown is under attack.
Is he the one that gave us the potion that we spent like 3 episodes not drinking?
I think no, that was.
Was that the Amalgam Caterpillar guy from?
Yeah, we traded with him like really early on.
Yeah, that was a different guy. Scuttles is the magic mushroom farmer who was.
We were getting him
gambling.
He
was gambling town
with the debt.
Yeah,
he
was like, I traded away my family heirloom like a doof.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I'm a first NPC door,
and
I'm a good
you guys ended up meeting the old like grandfather mob boss guy who ate all of Jison's drugs and laughed at Jison's face because he had better drugs in his prime.
Oh yes, of course.
And then we made enemy of our enemy friends with the mob boss who runs the town.
Yeah. The mob boss of the town was like, you guys are better than skin farmers. Like, I'm not going to BFF you, but you're better than skin farmers.
He was like, I'll give you some stuff, but it can't come back to me, so you'll just be getting supplies.
Yeah.
Did we ever get supplies?
I mean, yes, there's a war going on and you're not losing it.
What, is it because of supplies?
Sure.
Supplies
yes.
and logistics and manpower.
What is in the supplies? Is it toothpaste?
It's not clothes, I'll tell you that.
Dental hygiene solves all war issues.
Uses dental floss to choke someone out. See?
The waxed kind makes the better carrot wire. Doesn't snap as easily in the vertebrae.
Hey!
Excellent. Herrickstead is under attack. If you guys want to send a messenger there to like deploy some troops or something. Or do some kind of a thing to. You did use this. You did use this one.
Wasn't it the place where like it was just filled with like tons of like beasties under control?
Yes, there was a ton of beasties under control in Herrickstead. There was like it was like a dog racing, gambling den kind of thing.
I mean, we could send one of our little flyers.
Wait, the British are coming?
Yeah. The British are already here. How are you doing?
Oh.
Can we send them supplies?
We could shout at it
Yeah.
while we're on the way to the barracks.
Hey, buddy.
What do you think is the best one for that?
Looking for shouts.
You have
Why the crab mammoth?
you have a macro dose, which is a magic mushroom shout. You have For the Alliance, which is your Zealot guinea pigs. You have Death Smiles at Us All, which is a horde of gladiators. You have Snap, Snap, Stomp, Stomp, the Leviathan crab, mammoth. And then you have Let's Fix It, your ship racer mechanic. And At Dawn, Look to the East, which is Drock and the gang show up.
I feel like either mushrooms or alliance feel appropriate.
I kind of want to use the guinea pigs on the caterpillar with hands. Then we finish the genocide properly.
There we go. There's also snap, snap, stomp.
And this is just a thought. What if we use the magic mushroom farmer to create an excess of magic mushrooms? You guys, you see that one episode of Vikings, that one time when they're all like getting ready for battle and just eating mushrooms in the woods?
No, but tell me more.
So then we can make him the folk hero of his own town.
I'm just saying we could definitely create other forms of zealot warriors.
Okay. Shout away then. Go for it, Jisun.
As our resident magic mushroom.
Put me on the spot. Yeah, I still feel like we should use the magic mushroom farmer. The opposite of a microdose. Yes. Well, I guess it's going to bend time and space and become the source of a mad hallucinogenic cloud that now surrounds the town. And the people that live there that are used to that sort of thing, you know, the workers and everybody who's drawn to working on the farm, they're into it. And
now known as
everybody
Eschertown.
who's trying to function without having experienced this before is now rolling around on the floor and giggling and sort of doing the Men Who Stare at Goats sort of ending.
Nice.
Just licking all the purple they can. Get its sweet, sweet flavor.
Yeah. No, it is wild how quickly like the tide turns, as you guys basically, you had contractually asked Scuttles for just a boatload of mushrooms and a boatload of mushroom spores, because again, he's a magic mushroom farmer and he owed you guys. So you guys were like, yeah, we want you to just, from now when we saved you until we tell you otherwise, we just want a cut of all your magic mushrooms. Just start piling them in boxes for us. We'll pick them up later. And you send a message being like, now's the time to use them. Go ham. And yeah, it as Dylan said, just a cloud of magic mushroom spores, and literally all the water, all the food in the area has magic mushrooms just thrown in it. And yeah, people are lying around giggling everywhere. Those who are used to it, which is probably 70% of the population, is doing pretty good here. And yeah, they easily just wipe out the incoming army.
So like that place just doesn't exist anymore, because anyone who goes in will never remember coming out.
It'll blow away in a little while. It'll just be it'll not be a safe place to travel to for like a few days or so, until the wind blows it all away.
I went on vacation to Escherstand.
Exactly. I don't know. Anyone from Umtop should be fine.
And only Jisun.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't there. Lucky for them. All right.
Yeah, you guys.
You like show up and it's like, this is my final form.
Allegedly.
You guys do the, send off your messages, start chain reactions down the line, and have a leisurely day traveling towards. You're traveling towards Web Peak, the main capital city. You've decided you're gonna take on the boss probably tomorrow, or the next day. Whenever you guys get around to it, you're gonna go conquer the city, right? Like that's the next thing on your war list. You defeated the 3 big bad guys. The only thing left is the big boss. Errands. Exactly.
But war.
You guys have never taken this overly serious. And you're on your way. You're having third brunch at this point, even though it's probably like early evening. You just continue brunch because you don't call it lunch or dinner. Everything's brunch. It's mimosas 24/7. And you hear a bang, bang, bang coming from the freezer.
Oh, I honestly forgot about Portobello.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I actually forgot about Portobello.
I did.
I actually forgot about him. No joke.
We all just stare at each other for a second, banging while he's banging the door, just staring at each other like,
the banging stops for a second, and then you just hear this sad little knock.
Oh, he's being polite.
But did you die?
Oh, my heart. No, that's how we get it. You know what? If we don't open it, the problem will solve itself.
It's been in there a full day. If it hasn't solved itself by now.
What if he's eaten all your food?
Your spices that you keep in the fridge. Your herbs.
Yeah, I keep my spices in the freezer because they'll. I don't know. It's okay. My metaphor is about fixing the ship and the whatsy doos. It's like.
Can you use Portobello to plug our hole?
I just stare at you as you call my ship parts whatsy doos. And I'm like, okay, open the dang fridge.
Yeah, feel free. I'm not gonna do it. One of you guys can do it. I'm going outside.
I just kind of set up Scraps to have big dog licky, like when a dog just friendly mauls you as you walk through the door, but as a tank of friendliness, if that makes sense. Just kind of position him, and then I do the thing where I open the door, but I shuffle behind the door so that I'm never actually seen from the inside.
Okay. You open the door and Portobello busts out and he goes, "What time is it? Please tell me you saw my papers."
And Scraps is licking him.
Stop. Excuse
me. He's attacking Scraps. Shoot him.
Wait, what? No! Why?
Portobello's like, "No, please." All of a sudden, he just uses a whisper, and he's gonna use the whisper. What is he using? He's using the whisper. Too old for this shit. And you see him as he's just like, "I'm too old for this shit." And you see him just disappear, and all of a sudden he's sitting back down at the table with a mimosa, and there underneath the table after you guys hit him was a stack of papers that none of you noticed throughout the entire day.
I don't like reading.
Why would we look under the table for paper?
And he's holding a mimosa and a stack of papers, and he looks a little older. Like this whisper costed him a year of his life, kind of a little older.
Good.
And he's just looking at you guys. He's like, and he looks out the window and he takes a long drink of his mimosa, and he goes, "Please tell me we're only minutes away from the barracks and the Web Peak. Please tell me you guys didn't go in the opposite direction."
Yes.
Who's driving this thing?
You guys are a few hours away, for reference.
Where
give or take a few.
Technically, there are minutes, just many of them.
It is a few.
He puts the papers down. He goes, I came here because you guys somehow are the head of this entire rebellion, and I have important documents I stole from Orkno.
I just kind of nice and high five who's ever the closest to me.
Orkno, you mean that guy we dunked on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking marshmallow.
I stole important documents from him, and today was the optimal day to attack Web Peak.
So we're doing
and
that.
Now it's too late now.
Why
the
is it
optimal
too
window
late?
has
It's still today.
ended.
It's still
No, the
today.
eclipse is still on. they can't bend still.
Thank you for getting it. No, he just looks at you and he's like, the sun is setting. The day is almost no, we can't. We're gonna have to
A day is technically a 24-hour cycle.
I had the rest of the army in position. I was just gonna tell you guys it was gonna be a strategic attack. Now we're gonna
should have saw Pan coming.
What?
You know better than to walk in here without announcing yourself.
During brunch, no less.
You really, if you brought it on yourself.
Yeah.
What about, he just looks at all of you and he goes,
Intelligence, you're not very.
Right?
he just smashes the mimosa glass on the floor. He's like, look,
Hey.
I didn't know what side of this war I was going to be on, but I decided to go on your side after many, many long things.
Oof.
But it's yeah. He just stares Jisun down. He's like, when this is over, you and me.
I'll make sure I leave the ship alone to you guys.
Are you guys going out or something, or?
I have no idea.
Mazel tov.
Honestly, it's very ambiguous what he meant by you and me. It is. It is a very.
We're probably going to either get married, kill each other, or bang, or some combination of like 2 of 3.
Marry, fuck, kill.
I told you guys, it's our only option.
I can be all 3 on a long enough time.
I mean, technically, like if you get married, unless you have like a very strategic ace understanding, at least 2 were happening there, right?
That's what I said. That's why I was like, oh, well, maybe even 3 on a long enough timeline.
Yep. Portobello just looks at you all, and he's going to use the whisper. I have a competent crew. And he's just going to stare at you all, and he's going to go, well, at least I have a competent crew. And all of a sudden, you just hear as his, it was what type of ship was his again?
Shiny.
Yeah, it was really nice. Nope, that's the wrong folder. Nah, never mind. It was like jet engines and like electric powered, and it doesn't have a chainsaw. It just has like a blade on the bottom, and then just jet engines that just force it through the waves. It's beautiful. It's sleek. It's like futuresque looking almost. And yeah, you just hear boom as the ship like pulls up, and Portobello just dives through the window, double flips you the bird, and lands on his deck. And he's like, figure out the attack yourselves this time. Maybe we'll help you later. And leaves.
Good. Didn't need him anyways. He was old mush. So
excellent.
Those barracks.
What was that noise? Did anybody else hear that? Tell me somebody else heard that.
Is this the Reynold thing again? Because it's not real, Bev.
Are you trying to say Portobello's not real?
If only.
There was like a sound? It sounded like a zipper made of a balloon. My cat's staring at me like there's something wrong.
Well,
there's many things wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys want to attack at night, or do you want to wait till morning to attack?
I mean, attacking at night sounds pretty like cool and subversive. Okay. Also, we're like sufficiently buzzed.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a great idea.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're smart enough to not do it.
Can anybody else hear the bees sound effect I'm adding right now? It's my kitty.
Excellent. Yeah, you guys show up at Web Peak. If you remember correctly, Web Peak is a volcano, like a slowly erupting volcano, just covered in webs, and it's dark and scary, and it's horrific. And the barracks are a large kind of area on the side of the mountain, built in. It has a port. They're well fortified, and they kind of protect. The wall kind of goes out around them, and it kind of protects the city. So it's the first siege point. You kind of have to control that if you want to march into the city. Yeah. It's just like a large wall of webs and metal and skin and wood and all sorts of random things stuck in the webs, making up this huge wall fortress in front of you guys. What's the game plan?
First, we find like a small patrol of guards, and we leap out from behind some like boxes or something and club them in the head real quick so they can't make a noise. And then we take their clothes and pretend to be them.
Quick question. Are their clothes skin?
Those are all good questions. I'm gonna make you roll for these things. So first we're gonna make you roll for like just knocking the guards out without them like alerting anyone. So that's gonna be some kind of like sneaky roll.
How much of like a leaf predator could our ship be? Because I'm imagining just like rolling up with a big ass ship and just grabbing their whole little skiff with our crane and just depositing them on deck and knocking them unconscious.
Ooh, do you want to make it a ship roll? You can make it a ship roll.
Just scoop up other people's ships and be like, mine.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can roll.
Because we got speed and stuff. We'd be like, I wonder what that ship's doing. Let's investigate. And we just scoop up the smoke.
Yeah.
And that's ours now.
And most importantly of all, Portobello said that he had a competent crew in comparison to us.
I'll show him.
Me
Excellent.
too. We shall all show him.
Roll speed. And you can have +1 dice for your crane, your magnet crane. Because you have a magnet crane.
Like who's rolling though? Is this like a group roll?
Pick one of you to roll, and it'll be 3 dice because your speed is damaged right now, so you can only roll 3 dice on it.
TT, use your excellent piloting skills.
My excellent piloting skills.
As you try to grab them before they can like go alert someone.
Yeah. All right. Can Rook do the whole
stealthy?
Can Rook do the whole like engine tend thing? Where she can make us go slower or more stealthy?
Do I need to roll for it?
I think you're thinking of the journey specific thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I know.
No, this is you're not on a journey. You're on a siege attack.
Okay.
But good call. Good try.
3 dice, here we go. 4, 4, 1.
4, 4. Okay, so it's a conflict with a twist. So the conflict is you can get them on here, but they are full on just freaking out. Like, you didn't get them on here quick enough that they're like stunned and confused at like how you showed up so quickly. They're fully like freaking out and ready to like fight you guys. They have weapons drawn and they're going to be like jumping off their boat, just swinging at you.
That's going to be a mistake.
Who wants to do the twist?
Wait, where's our ship?
Send all the bees at them. All of the bees.
Where's our ship?
It's not a twist.
It could be. It's twisted. Also, just letting you guys know, I can't roll anything right now because it's difficult to describe, but my dice are nestled in the zone of if I stick my hand there, my cat will try and eat my hand. And so every time I go to reach for my dice, she like tries to Venus flytrap me, and I literally don't think I can get my dice.
That's
okay.
Forehead.
So the twist is when these guys, because we're a tall ship, right? They don't know what they're jumping up into. They're just jumping in, weapons bristling, ready to go, and they land on board, and they just see like some lights and some ferns and like a really fruiting like tree with like some kids being taught meditation by Docus like underneath the tree.
Nettle.
Yeah, and they're just like,
I have stinging nettle specimens, and I'm just throwing it at them.
And they're just like, wait, what? They're just because they're just completely caught off guard by the non-violent nature of our deck. Like, what? Okay. Did we just get scooped up by a peace commune? Or
you've completely caught. Yeah, they're blade ready, like standing on your deck, swords drawn, but they are going to take a moment to pause as you've bewildered and befuddled them. But they're still like blades drawn, guns drawn, ready. They're just, you guys can make the next move.
Okay.
I vote my stinging nettle. What?
So what if I grab that rope that we had Portobello tied up with, and I lashed it out into the air and whispered "tied together" to make it automatically tie itself into a loop around all of the our opponents, I suppose, and then suck them all together into one nice, convenient ball where I can just walk up and hit them on the head collectively with a pan.
Or Rook and I can electrocute them.
That
roll.
one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Roll. What would that be? That would be a.
It's a whisper.
Yeah, it is it's a whisper. I don't make you roll for whispers. Yeah, you can. They get tied up. They're stuck. They're gonna start like trying to cut the rope with their blades.
I just imagine that they pause. They're like, "What's going on?" Jisun just kind of like skips around them. Hey guys, and gone. Yeah. As you say, they're tied up. They're like, "What the heck?" And then they're just trying to cut the rope with their blades. They're like trying to get out of this somehow. Be a shame if they got knocked unconscious by 40,000 volts.
Yeah, I take my my grapple gun electric thingy, and I just kind of like lob shoot like the anchory bit right into the center of the group and just turn it on. I'm sitting on the deck with my mimosa. Like, if I smoked, I'd be having a cigarette, but I don't. So like just there.
And he's just like feeding you grapes as if you're like, you know the way like you get fed grapes. The only way people get fed grapes. Yeah, and he's just feeding you grapes and like fanning you with his other hand, being like, "Lovely, darling, you're so wonderful."
Aww, so ow, stupid cat.
Every time you think they're subdued, my bird's going to kind of like peck at them a bit, and I'll be like, "Oh no, that one's still twitching. He's awake still. Hey, get him again."
I just kind of like the trigger.
I've turned into a monster.
What?
You guys are
identity theft.
Roll. Actually, I should probably roll for this. Do I have dice? I don't have to. Someone roll a d6 for me. I don't know where my dice went. They're somewhere. We're reorganizing the spare room.
It's a 2.
6.
It's a 2? Okay,
2.
it's a
Go
2.
2 over my 6.
It's a 2. They're 4 people in clothes that you can wear. There's like a guard uniform. Like even though one of them, 4 of them.
Does that mean Scraps get a C uniform and looks like a very good boy?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Even though they're all Chelicray, it's clearly a guard's uniform. Like they're clearly not worthy enough to have actual skin, so they have just like a uniform kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's like a medieval knight outfit. Sure, why not? It's like a chainmail shirt and pants, and then just a helmet with a little flag on the top of the helmet.
Oh, 100%. I am taking that helmet. Oh, little flag on top. Peak. I can signal by wobbling my head at people now.
Quick question:
wobbling.
Is there going to be like the factor of how convincingly deceptive we are as we interact with people? Like, is that something we're going to need to roll for?
You're too drunk for that. Yeah, that's future use problem.
No,
guys.
But like actually, like.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I use my art supplies to make us look more convincing?
Yes.
Yay!
Please do. Roll rattle. Yeah. I'm gonna say roll rattle. That's a rattle roll.
Can I also provide the curled centipede to add little legs sticking out of their disguises?
Ooh. Yeah, roll rattle with advantage as you try to like up everybody's.
And I'm gonna do
to make them look all more Chelicray-y.
Yeah. Grace and rattle.
I get rid of my curled centipede. I think that's worth it. There's enough legs there to make the Gao and the Rook the Rook and Jisun here look pretty good, I think.
Excellent.
Gosh. And you said with advantage. Which one's with advantage?
So you'll roll 5 dice basically.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 4 with a twist.
4 with the twist. Okay. So the twist I'm going to give you guys an extra box for the twist. So you all get a benefit track called We're the Baddies.
And
it'll
it's
have
the Team Rocket base all over again.
and it'll have 2 boxes on it. And you can use this track to just hand wave, like one box on this track will hand wave you a like checkpoint as people question your Chelicray-ness.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They'll think I'm spineless yet.
I was about to say, and how does this make you feel, Rook?
As you guys all hop into their little skiff and drive away while Andy sits down holding Rook's actually, I assume Rook took her electric grapple gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're unconscious now.
Oh, yeah. They're unconscious. So Andy like sits down, feeding himself grapes like hedonistic bot. And every now and then just taking the frying pan and going thump, 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 thump. And just making sure they stay
dead.
unconscious.
It's a game.
That's not how unconscious works. They're dead. It's not like a debuff you can keep up on a person by hitting them harder.
I mean,
I'm unconscious and we're just like, oh no.
I have achieved.
Oh no!
I have the best unconscious skill ever. It's called Brain Dead.
Photos in these uniforms. Oh my gosh!
Welcome to Brain Dead Show.
And gagged.
The cargo.
We have a brig, right? Yeah.
Oh, we have a brig. Not the cargo. I mean the 2 people. I mean the 3 people.
There's 4 of them.
Oh jeez, this is like one of those like, yes, we found $10,000, but we found $8,000. So basically, we threw them all overboard and they died. Weird.
But what are we gonna do with the $5,000?
We'll have to spend the $3,000 however we figure out, I guess.
Oh no.
And I'm just constantly like, I know Rook's the gear rabbit here, but I'm just judging this boat for not being the Delta Flyer.
That's fair. Yeah, it's just a little like, it's actually a pre-verdant Zodiac. That's, you know what a Zodiac boat is, everybody?
I know what a Zodiac killer is.
Ted
Yeah, you betcha.
I know what.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know that much about the Zodiac killer.
So you're not wrong.
Anyway, a Zodiac boat it's that little like, it's got the pontoon and then the like shelled bottom. It's picture a little skiff boat and you're picturing a Zodiac boat probably.
Why not just call it a little skiff boat then?
Because the actual name is a Zodiac.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
that's
called-
just making me think of the Zodiac killer.
So you're all riding the Zodiac killer back to the bay.
Well, I mean,
Because word
done worse.
association.
Anywho, it's a little pre-verdant Zodiac that's like pretty banged up and rusted and gnarly and just brutal looking. And they've just basically taken some like actual chainsaws and just kind of like taped them around the boat, and you have to like pull start all of them, and it's a nightmare trying to drive this
Oh
thing.
my gosh, because when you start the first one, it just starts cutting through the branches, so we panic and try to get the rest of them going.
Well, yeah, they're Chalicrae. They can like move. They don't have 2 arms. They have like an infinite number of arms theoretically, so they can
This
pull
is
all
an
the starters at once.
armist.
It's an armistice.
I thought of making that joke, but then I didn't know how to make it work.
Excellent. Yeah, you guys get the
It's
boat
okay 'cause they
working
don't.
somehow. And you manage to make it back. You get back to the barracks, and the guard is gonna like signal flag at you guys.
but we're the baddies. We randomly bullshit
Do the
signal
signaling back, signal guy.
Yeah, I wobble.
Do you want to roll for it, or do you want to use your "We're the Baddies"? You got two freebies. Do you want to use it now, or do you want to save it?
But we
Because you
each
got to
have
use it.
2 freebies.
You
so
each
that's
have it, because if you get split
freebie.
up, if you all 4 of you need to prove you're
we
the baddies.
stick together.
Yeah. So you all 4 of you have to cash in 1 point. Otherwise, one of you is gonna give a tell.
Oh.
Well,
Unless we make the
the
roll.
operation will basically fail if we fail this one. I feel like we should just use a charge and get inside.
Yeah. That way we can kill anybody. I mean, deal with anybody, unalive anybody
Excellent.
who gets in our way.
Yeah, you guys can use the charge and get inside, as the guy who literally is all about signaling weeps because he knows he does not get to use his signaling this episode.
I wobble in sadness.
It's good. That makes us look more like one of them.
I throw you a bone and you don't even take it. No, I'm teasing. So yeah, you guys get inside as the signaling was to be like all done from patrol, and you guys signal back, yeah, all done from patrol, and you see a boat like leave as you guys go in.
Mm-hmm.
They had
That's
no
us.
trouble starting all the chainsaws, by the way.
Shit.
Speaking of shit, how about our pay?
Am I right?
The Chalicrae docking you guys get paid?
I look at him and I go,
Am I right?
They all laugh. All 10,000 spiders chuckle.
Rick is just crying a little bit. In the corner.
They don't get very many jokes. It brought them all to tears. Let's get out of here.
Right, I'm a they.
We far away at an enhanced pace.
Excellent. Yeah, you guys can shuffle in. Inside, it's a large squared area. Big walls around you, and there's a bunch of Chelicrae in these like knight uniforms, like almost Crusader-esque looking knight uniforms. Again, with all of them have flat top helmets with little flags on the top, and some of them, the flag color clearly differentiates like generals and peons and that kind of stuff.
Everybody checks their flags to see what they got.
Your flag colors are all just peons. Sorry.
Can I color it in to be? Can I use my art supplies to be a?
You've already used your art supplies.
Dang.
But that would have been a good use of art supplies. Yeah, no, you guys all see that there's like just a bunch of Chelicrae like doing marching drills and practicing fighting. I don't know, doing whatever army stuff army people do. I don't know. And then there's like a base, like a main building in the center-ish of this square. And yeah, where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do?
Okay, so
everything here is made out of webs and stuff stuck in the webs.
Okay, so hear me out. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you can do that after. Get over it. You're a pokey hug.
What?
What if we like get on the PA system, assuming they have one, them all into the square, and I just blow them up with the chimeric amalgam.
I mean,
What do you mean blow them up?
So after my amalgam got eaten, it can now explode.
Is it okay when it explodes?
Yeah, it regenerates a little bit later.
so it's like an exit.
That's terrifying. Let's do it.
Yeah, so
No,
it can
wait,
just
no. You can't call the public to a space.
They're not public, they're soldiers. They signed up for this.
Yeah, no, getting ordered around is their whole thing.
Can we create a meeting with the leaders? Can we fake like a high level security clearance channel message to get like the high ranking officials into one spot and then terror bomb them?
That could also be a thing, yes.
Because then that's just it would be considered a terror bombing if we just did it indiscriminately. But if we're like, no, they're already soldiers. You know what? Kill as many people as you want. I pat you on the shoulder and I take a step back. My moral high ground just eroded so fast here.
I didn't even say anything.
No, it's okay. I believe in you. You have the power to do evil.
I was just an idea.
Okay, so I know that we've been saying, are we the baddies? But, like, guys.
It's so easy to solve problems with diplomacy.
I know. You guys head towards the main building, I take it?
Well, I was either thinking that or the other war crime in my brain is
Yeah.
we have GSON, so we could just, Team Rocket it and poison all their food.
Wait, how is that a Team Rocket?
Don't worry about it. I solve
That
problems.
episode.
There was a game we played a while back of Pokemon. We made our own little Pokemon RPG, and we played it a while back, and the players went into a Team Rocket base disguised as members of Team Rocket and used Arbok poison to poison their entire food supply and just killed everyone in the base. Like, just murder.
We invited them for cake.
It was brutal and horrific.
That's effective, though.
Yeah, it was not I was DMing it and I was like, oh, you guys are doing it. Oh, okay.
Things just got really dark, kids.
Yeah, it went from a lighthearted like, oh yeah, there's a few bad things here and there, but it's Pokemon, we're having fun, to let's murder them all. They're all gonna die. No more survivors.
You've convinced me.
Keep taking Rattatas. They took all the Rattatas.
So we got to take down the barracks. We either got to take down the people or the weapons.
Are you guys what are you guys doing right now as you guys are like discussing?
Chaos. We're marching towards
start a fire.
You're marching towards the
barracks, the main private quarters.
Yeah, it'd be like the officers' quarters and like their mess hall. Like, there's a building inside of the square, right? Like the walls are around, and then there's a big building in the center, and then there's two little buildings off to the side. But the two little buildings would be like the main people's barracks. But like the main building is like the mess hall, the officers' quarters, all of that kind of stuff.
What if we trap them here by like breaking all of their like ships and weapons and stuff?
That's a better idea.
That's pretty pacifistic. Will it be satisfying for you?
It's not as diplomatic as I'd like it to be. Don't get me wrong. I might be the new boss in the next game, guys.
That's actually our twist power move. But I don't mind messing with ships.
Because if we break all their stuff, who cares if they're a bunch of soldiers? They're already not getting communications anymore because we took over the radio.
Yeah, it will be a long time before they we'll very easily have taken out the head of the organization and put them into disarray by that point. You know what I mean? By the point where they would normally be able to get more ships for the troops that are stationed here.
They're like, man, the war must be going real good. They haven't called us in at all.
Okay, so you guys are going to
technologically cripple them.
Okay, so you're going to destroy their ships and their gates and stuff so that they can't escape here?
I feel like destroying a gate is just making a hole that's easier to get out of.
Well, like destroying the opening mechanism of the gate.
Oh,
we're gonna work.
The gates,
their gates, yes.
Because it'd be like they're all what's the word? Is it a portcullis?
Portcullis.
Portcullis. The thing that drops. Yeah, it's a portcullis.
I want a portcullis now because that sounds delicious.
The thing that drops down that has to be cranked upwards. Yeah.
The iron gate.
Yeah, the iron gate. Yeah, see, I know things. I'm smarter than the average tomato.
I thought you were going to say fifth grader.
No, I'm not smarter than that, Bev. Come on.
Have you seen the new curriculums?
Listeners know me. The pork cutlass is dropped in front of the gate, and you guys are gonna try and tamper with it so they can't raise it back up, and all their ships are destroyed anyway. So even if they could raise it up, they can't get out. And
by the way,
maybe even
many random plant specimens that we could jam in there. I've just got so many of them.
Destroying the armory on their way out too. But mostly the boats. The boats is the important thing. If they're trapped here, they can't do anything.
Let's pick a first thing and see how that goes.
Boats.
Unless you guys want to split up.
No,
I can just send my bird. I can just send my bird in.
Your bird in, not your burden.
No, I'm actually thinking of even more explosive capabilities if I just give it a quiver full of blast arrows.
You're a nightmare. Excellent.
I'm not aiming for people this time.
I'm not aiming for people, so it makes it okay.
Well, like
it's just property damage. That doesn't count.
See,
you damage my property, I'll tell you how I feel about it.
So yeah, you guys are
real.
So what's your game plan as you guys are walking towards the main building? How are you going to go back towards the boats? What are you guys doing here? Describe it out to me.
Well, are their boats and our boats in the same place? Because we came in through like the patrol.
Yeah. All the boats are like parked along the patrol docks. But like you guys have been walking for a little while towards the main base. Like, are you just about facing and walking back, or are you going to try and like pretend like you're in part of a group, or are you going to like slowly turn around, or what's the goal?
I've got this. So we've been meandering around, learning like the layout of the base, and then once we see a big group of like, goose steppers as they're walking across I can't wait to get me a skin farm. Oh man, I can't wait to get me a skin. I'm going to use the whisper surrounded, and we're going to do like that spy thing. Or like the commander's going to be, hey, those guys are kind of looking weird. Whew, gone. All four of us.
You're going to pull a, what is it, Assassin's Creed?
I'm a Jason Bourne, yeah.
Yeah, Jason Bourne. Yeah.
My God, those guys are Jason Bourne.
All of them.
Collectively as a group, Jason Bourne.
Excellent.
And use my whisper surrounded. So we just disappear into the crowd like there's nothing wrong with the gear rabbit sneaking over to the bits.
Excellent. Yeah, you guys. Oh, excuse me. With the whisper surrounded, you can easily make it over to the boats. There's a few guards on duty on the boats. They are not currently, like, you guys walked by with this crowd. You're past them, make too much noise, and they'll probably turn around. But yeah, there's currently no one around. It's just you guys in the boats, and then a few guards at the end of the kind of hallway.
So I have both processing substrate and armor shards to just start shoving into every bit and cutting and ruining everything.
I have so many leaves I can shove in things.
Dirt and two. Well, you're also a gear rabbit. I'm pretty sure you can figure out how to break something pretty good.
I mean, I like fixing things.
Do it
the opposite. Better, guys.
Yeah,
it runs on solar power now.
Brooke is so against breaking things that she's
just come over.
It's got
heated seats.
It's got a laser. What the hell's a laser? I don't know, but it's got one.
It starts fires and entertains cats. It's pretty cool. Those two things. It's like Fix It Felix.
Yeah.
The bars just get thicker.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, because how good do you need to be to break something realistically?
You can roll. I'm gonna get anyone who wants to be destroying a boat.
I got this. I got rattle, and I'm gonna use my armor shards to just absolutely with something.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a cut because rattle would be is a mending and maintenance kind of a thing.
This is an adaptation. I'm adapting it into broken.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but this is a full on. You guys are breaking these. You can use rattle, but I'll give you a cut.
Well, in that case, I'm using hack.
Nothing in break.
I will break the ships. Finally, my time has come.
I've got a big puppy boil, so that could do something. Throws dog at it.
Yeah, I'll just hack at it with my jaw spear.
Okay. Again, if it's not break, I'm gonna give you a cut. No, if it's not break, I'm gonna give you a cut. Okay. You guys, we've established your break.
Steady it in a way that lets him know where to break.
Can I hit it with the pan?
You can hit it with the pan. Sure.
I hit it with the pan. I instinctively, I know that the only way to stop us from squabbling over our rolls and not getting enough dice is to just hit it with the pan.
Excellent. Roll away.
Okay, so that's 1 for instinct and 3 for break.
Yep.
1 and a 5 and a 4 and a 2. So conflict.
Conflict? Excellent. You're able to start, like, the 3 of you arguing over what the best way to break this is.
Don't worry about it.
Inevitably start breaking these things. Still arguing over what the best way to break these are. And you're causing enough of a commotion that the 3 guards, like keeping watch, are going to turn around and they're walking over to you guys. Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you doing over there? Excuse me.
I shoot him with my electric gun thing.
Oh God, no! I was supposed to say it's my time to shine.
Roll, Rook.
What am I rolling with? Let's see. Hold on.
It's hunt. You're hunting them.
Sway?
No, you're not swaying. You're not convincing them. You're hunting them.
What about volt? It's kind of a volt.
It's a volt, not a vault.
This is a vault of faith.
Okay, so that's hunt with sharps.
It's you don't have instinct, but this would be an instinct sharps. For sure. Sharps. You're not logic, wit, or planning this.
Yes, I am.
How are you planning out the fact that you
know what would help right now? Electricity.
If that's Rook logic, then let's go for it. This is how Rook logics.
This is logic. Okay, so that's 2 dice.
2 dice. Yep.
Okay. Don't fail me now, tiny little cubes. I got a 6.
Excellent. Yeah, you hit all 3 of these guys square with your like it just ricochets and hits all 3 of them. They all just drop unconscious. They're down on the ground, and the 3 of you plus Scraps are just sitting on a bunch of broken boats, and the 3 guards are out.
So I'm going to drag the guard that we just knocked out. That's like his uniform is slightly fresher than mine. Yep. And I don't really particularly like mine. I kind of want to like a change up. So I'm just going to drag him onto the boat that we broke, like the nearest boat that we broke. Yep. And then swap his outfit with my outfit.
Ooh, is one of them of higher rank than me?
No, these are all still peons. They're just average guards.
Dang.
Well, now there's no guards around. I'm gonna try to break a boat.
Yeah. Roll to break, because there's still a few more boats you need to break. Like I'll say you need to do either 2 more conflicts or 1 triumph, and you can break all the boats here.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
For my group, not you. Do we need to do this quietly?
Probably, but I don't want to.
I'd say yes, unless there's no other way.
Okay. I attempt to break a boat properly with Rattle all quiet like. So, 3 with...
like a banana.
I'm going to use my armor shards, so I get 3 dice, and then I'll minus the highest with the cut.
Okay.
2, no, that's a 5, 2, what is the gear? Gear is a 6. So 2, 5, 6.
Steal the keel.
2, 5, 6.
So cutting the 6, so a 5.
Conflict. So you managed to get some of these boats destroyed. As I say, there's a few more The guards are still unconscious. You've been at this a little while now, though. I'd say 80% of the boats are destroyed.
I'm going to detach one of the keels of one of the ship, and then I'm going to just take it with me. It's mine now.
Can we each just take one of the remaining ships?
You could try, yeah.
Like how many ships are left?
I'll say there's 3 left.
They have any weapons at all?
No, they're the 3 left are 3 little like skiffs, like Zodiac skiffs, like you guys came in on.
Chainsaws.
You guys can try and take them. You had to go through the gate to get in here, by the way.
Yeah. I don't think we should steal the boats. We still have more havoc to wreak.
Oh, yeah.
This place isn't thoroughly... It's not fully defeated yet.
So what do you have left to do before...
I have 1 chainsaw? From one of the other boats?
You can roll for it.
I can attempt to blast the gate mechanism.
Rattle.
Okay. And then also...
I mean, I will tell you this. Like, you're welcome to get a chainsaw, but you also have your tool belt to, like, swiftly craft a one-track creation, which would basically be a chainsaw. Unless you're trying to, like, get it as a piece of salvage. So your chainsaw's a salvage.
Yeah.
Okay, then roll rattle, and you can get it as a salvage. Are you trying to get it off of one of the already destroyed boats, or are you trying to destroy a boat and get a chainsaw?
We'll do one of the already destroyed ones. As long as it's a good condition chainsaw.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Perfect. Yeah, you can add chainsaw to your salvage.
Yay!
You guys hear footsteps as like the change of guard is coming. You're going to notice the knocked out guards on the floor.
I can
blast.
We
hit them on the boat.
Yeah,
you hit one of them on the boat.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, they're naked and stuff and they're on the floor?
No. You dress them up in the outfits of the other guard that you take off. Like, you're not just going to leave them naked. They got to wake up being like, why am I wearing Frank's clothes?
Okay. But in my specimens, I have a mug of mimosa, and I just pour it all over them so they reek of booze and party.
Excellent.
Especially if that's a mug of actual mimosa. Like, is that mimosa or quote-unquote mimosa?
No, it's actual mimosa.
That's an important distinction.
It just says mug of mimosa, and I can't remember. And
so we just shove a pile of unconscious guards in front of them as they come around the corner, dripping in booze, and one of them wearing someone else's clothes. I think that's pretty convincing.
Roll. Does anyone have outwit?
I have sway, and I'm going
to get rid of the mimosa.
Sway? Yeah, sure. Roll sway, and as these 3 guards kind of come around the corner, what happened to them? Pointing at the guards on the floor.
This will be like an intimidation thing. Oh, I can't believe they would let these guards be like this. You guys better get them out of here before you're next on the chopping block.
Alcohol.
I'm going to tap my comically oversized frying pan on my hand. Like, that's why they're unconscious.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What? No.
That's right.
No, it's the booze.
Punishment. I had to teach them a lesson. They were getting rowdy. They walked in here all drunk and tried to start a fight.
I nod towards him. See, that's what happens. You got to take care.
Yeah.
So I'm to sway.
Roll sway, yeah.
This is instinct and sway. And my gecko. Aha.
Gecko?
So the chimeric amalgam. I treat conflicts as triumphs.
When intimidating others. Yeah, roll away.
Do I get a bonus for Jisan being all intimidating?
No.
Giant ass pan?
That's the intimidation part of it. You're not... that's the intimidation.
Okay. I got a 2 and a 4.
So
conflict is a triumph.
Yep. The three of them kind of look at you guys and go, oh, good. Like, where the hell did they get booze from? And they kind of pick up the three of them, and they're like, okay, we'll bring them back to be disciplined. And they start dragging the three of them.
I was agreeing with them too. Sweet.
Oh, yeah. They just nod at you guys and pull them back.
As soon as they're like out of here.
Three. Yeah.
How do we break the
rumble and
portcullis?
mumble for about 5 seconds, and then.
Did anybody else clock that they didn't know where somebody on this base could get booze from? Because that's disturbing.
These guys are no fun.
No fun.
We gotta leave. We gotta blow this place up. It's obviously a travesty.
Yeah.
Talking green bane fire. Game of Thrones.
Ooh.
I mean,
how we gonna break the portcullis? Because I could just blast it, but that's a bit loud. Here, rabbit.
Wow. I mean, I could just shove a bunch of leaves in there so it doesn't work.
I mean, if we are going to cripple the portcullis, it should be after we cripple other internal targets.
Is there anything else left to do beyond the boats?
Murder.
Well, I mean, like, sure, we can destroy the fleet, but
you have 3 boats left. 3 small boats left. The portcullis.
See how they
the weapons room. You had mentioned you wanted to destroy the weapons room, the armory. Yeah. I don't know, anything else you want to destroy? You're welcome. Like, these are your targets.
It's like, if we can just run back here and escape with the last 3 boats, that's our exit point. And all we need to do is just not get caught.
Is there any way that we can generate a humongous explosion that, like, dramatically erupts and lays waste to the enemy barracks, and hopefully we'll get like a little like typewriter thing where the screen goes gray and it talks about, like, you know, the main enemies that have died during this, but like off screen because they weren't even worth mentioning. The list. Yeah, we need some kind of large amount of explosives. Why don't we have explosives, guys? Why didn't we ever befriend someone who did?
Because usually
using them.
We usually bring diplomacy.
Also, like, explosives don't last very long with us.
Yeah, because we use so many of them.
Yeah.
So
we really need a bomb guy for our next heist.
Well, I can blast things with my arrows.
I mean, if you find me enough gasoline, my electro gun will do the trick.
I don't think we can rely on fire.
Like, you're not really like explosives guys. You guys are like, yo, is someone else an explosives guy? I'm going to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
You just love bombs like I do. We're all sitting here hungry for bombs, and none of us can provide.
Belt was great. Belt would have bombs.
If I shot some blast arrows into the armory, it might cause a chain reaction.
Maybe. They probably have the power.
Is it possible?
As you guys... go ahead.
Is it possible that my fire people dictionary would have some instructions or some useful information for explosions?
Fire people dictionary. Hold up.
Yeah.
What fire people dictionary?
It's one of my charts. I have a dictionary from the Fire Mountain people.
Why am I not seeing that on your chart?
I had too much stuff, so it's down in my notes.
Oh. Charts, Gao cookbook.
Also, the Gao cult books, which might also have instructions for bombs.
The Fire People Dictionary is literally a translation dictionary. It's like to help talk to them.
But there could be instructions for fire.
There's the word fire translated in their language.
It's illegal to write down fire. Okay.
I'm going to send up my bird to learn a secret about the area.
Yeah.
Pertaining to a weak point in the infrastructure.
Yeah, find us an
Whoa. You just learned a secret of the surrounding area. You don't get to pick what's it about.
Fine.
Well, I mean, I'm going to just bully you until you give us what we want.
We're just going to keep doing crap.
The secret you're going to learn.
What we want.
The secret you're going to learn is that shaking noise you just started to hear is this giant caterpillar with baby hands has stepped out of the main room. And as you guys are bickering and discussing your next game plan by the ships, your bird sees the caterpillar with baby hands is just starting to make their way slowly over towards the ships. They're a good 30 feet tall. It's a 30-foot tall caterpillar with baby hands.
All right, cliffhanger.
All the hands are still baby size. So I'd like to make that clear.
So I see this, and you see me literally ripple from the top to the bottom. Guys, we may or may not have a problem and or an opportunity.
Oh, such a great show. An opportunity, you say?
The caterpillar with baby hands.
I'm all ears.
Which is a neat opportunity. Unfortunately, he's bigger than the building.
Go on.
Yeah, where are you going with this, though?
It depends where we want to go with this. We have an opportunity here. Or we could flee. To take out another general.
I thought he was a general.
That's what I just said.
But we just broke all the boats. Where are we going to take him out?
We have three more boats. We could drag them behind us.
The thumping is getting louder and closer.
Yeah. Can I throw a chainsaw?
He's not here yet.
At least some of the hands.
He's not here yet. But the thumping
another
is getting
target.
louder.
What are we going for?
Shout.
Okay, not options. Gear Rabbit. What options do you have here?
Yell at you until we summon what's his face for more genocide.
I can shoot spice at him or hit him with the frying pan. Those are my two options.
Okay, so obviously we don't care about being quiet anymore.
Ship really quickly and get our big.
No, what?
As you guys bicker about whether you should leave for the ship or not, you just hear a crash as a giant caterpillar with too many baby hands, because again there's a bunch of baby hands at the ends of all its legs. It's nightmare fuel. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's weird looking and eerie, and it just kind of crashes in and it goes, "You there, guards, what's going on?"
I use rattle.
And I said, hey.
Yeah. I use rattle.
What are you rattling?
He's got baby hands.
Okay.
I'm so pleased with myself.
He's gonna be like, "Guards, get them!" And then there's gonna be just a bunch of guards.
You just addressed us as guards. Are we getting our? I grab CC.
We're running now, Rook. We have to run now. It's too late.
I do the Shaggy and Scooby run thing.
Yep.
Okay.
You hop on the boat.
You hop on a boat and you try and drive it through the gate.
Yep.
The portcullis is closed.
We're the best.
Literally just said, no, it can't be. You just said it was behind us. We walked through it to get in here.
No, you guys went through the portcullis to get into the building, and it closed behind you. It opens for you guys to come in, closed, and then let the other group out. Closed behind you, and then you guys parked in the docks with all the boats.
Is it made of wood?
It's a large metal grate that, and there is a wood door that they can close too, but the large metal grate is what they open and close to let boats in and out.
Yeah, I didn't know it was closed this whole time.
Okay, hold up. I just have a question here. So
that's why you guys.
My understanding, everything is sealed. We are completely trapped now, right?
Yes.
Everybody is sealed together in this space.
Yes.
Good. I whistle to the air loudly and I yell, "For the Alliance!"
Yeah!
And I draw my extremely tiny guinea pig sized sword and hold it aloft.
Excellent.
And hordes of guinea pigs start like swimming in from the water and squeezing through the bars and drawing their tiny swords and, you know, just wave after wave of suicide charging tiny guinea pigs, zealots. You know, seeing the incarnation of their ultimate enemy.
Yeah.
Rush him down and start stabbing him.
They bubble up from like the leaves underneath, and just as you say, start swarming. And before you know it, there is a dead giant caterpillar in front of you all, as these guinea pigs are just like cheering and squeaking. None of you speak guinea pig. So you don't really know what they're saying, but they're all just like repeatedly stabbing this thing and cheering and like squealing, like, you know that guinea pig squeal? Have any of you heard a guinea pig? Yeah, y'all haven't heard a guinea pig.
We all know.
Every human being who's been alive through the 90s has heard a guinea pig squeal.
Wait, what?
It was the class pet. Everybody had a class pet or knew someone with a guinea pig, because they just gave those out at the pet stores. It was weird. And also pet stores were weird back in the day. They had there were too many pet stores with too many animals in them.
I miss that. Now you just go into a bunch of beta fish.
Yeah, it's much better for the animals now. I can't stress that enough. I agree that it's sad. Though the beta fish are still sad. We need to save the beta fish.
They look very sad.
Save the beta fish.
Those fish hate themselves.
Yeah.
You ever hold up a mirror to a beta fish? It tries to eat itself.
Yeah, no, don't do that. But yes, the guinea pigs just like swarm this thing, absolutely obliterate it, and then start like receding back as the wave of like actual troops come out they were too horrified to stop it, but now that their boss is dead, they're going to start trying to push back the guinea pigs, and they are succeeding, because I mean they're only guinea pigs. While it's a swarm of them, they're still only guinea pigs.
I'm just gonna run up and start shooting spicy, let's assume smolder grit and or hallucinogenic spores into the crowds.
Okay. Roll. What are you rolling for this? As you try to take on the crowd of there's like a swarm of thousands of soldiers coming out to
thousands of soldiers. Thousands.
This is a huge barracks.
Where's the portcullis mechanism?
On the top of the gate.
Man, I can't believe that.
On the wall.
Tiny bastards. Hold the line. How do we get out of here, guys?
CT's name has been messed with on the thing.
Wait, can we like disappear in the cloud of like? Can I create a spore cloud, break line of sight with it, and then just have us like join in with the people on the outside? Like, you know that gag where everybody's like beating on someone, and then he like stands up and then like joins in with the people that are punching downward.
Ooh, yes.
Because we're all still wearing the uniforms.
Yes. Okay. Roll. That would be a flourish roll. That's a flourish. That's a showmanship. That's a roll flourish for me.
Sure, I would say probably outwit, but I'm not going to argue with you. I'll roll flourish if I can. A 6 and a 1.
There is no outwit.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. I'm looking in the wrong area.
If you'd convinced me of it, you probably would have been the master of that skill. You'd be like, here's it in action. There is no outwit skill. And I'd be like, wow, really?
Sorry, what's your roll?
I'm gonna like let them like flow onto me and start taking revenge for their captain's death. And as soon as it becomes like a giant cartoon cloud of fists and feet poking out of it, I'm just gonna like dust my hands and walk out of it, and then be like, "Yep, sure. I'm glad that we got that guy. Man, what a jerk."
Okay. Yeah. What did you roll again?
6 and a 1. And I can roll the other ones if you want me to see if I get a twist.
Yeah, you should see if you get a twist.
Okay, I did in fact get a twist.
Excellent. Yeah, no, the twist is going to be you guys all four of you as you say, you stand outside and like dust your hands off, and the twist is this whole area is just empty except this swarm of Chelicrae beating on like or trying to beat on whatever's in the center of this circle. It's absolutely barren other than this.
Like no trees?
Like no other people, like there's no guards. Like normally there's guards doing a patrol, or like as you say, you saw them earlier doing training. Like normally there's guards around the guard tower and like walls, and like normally there are people about. Literally everyone in this building is in this dog pile circle.
So I open the gates. They drive out the ships after disabling one of the last three, and then I just wave walk over to one of them and we drive away into the sunset.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we pretty much defeated this.
Roll to... You start opening the gate.
Yep.
Roll to disable the gate.
I will... Okay, does the gate go down or go up?
It goes down. So the
gate falls down.
You've cranked it all the way to the top, and then it like locks in place at top. And then now you have to like destroy it so it falls down.
Okay, that's easy. So once I see them so I will wait to I'll smash the chain with my like a blast arrow, and then I'll jump off and wave walk over to them. I'm just waiting for them to signal that it's time to go once they come out of the docks.
Okay. Yeah, they can get out of the docks fine. Roll. You're using a blast arrow. Roll. What are you using to to smash this thing apart? Oh,
well, okay, so this is like my epic like Legolas moment where I'm like, this time I'm not tying myself off. Like stand on the edge of it, and I've just like stuffed a bunch of just like blast arrows into the chain wheel. Like as soon as I see like Jisun and Rook just like chainsawing across the seas, Rook waving her chainsaw above her head. I'm gonna like jump off all graceful and turn around and shoot with the last bomb arrow at the explosive. And then
Excellent.
like Assassin's Creed eagle cry, but it's not an eagle cry. Yeah. It's me screaming because I burnt my back. But
what did he say about my mama?
Roll away.
This is going to this is going to be Grace, and 2 for Hunt, and 1 for the bow. No. The bow just lets you do it. Yeah. All right. 6, 5, 3.
6, 5, 3. Perfect. Yeah, you. I'm going to give you 2 points of damage as you fall.
Yeah, gear is 6.
Yeah, I'm going to give you 2 points of damage as you fall because like you fell a bunch.
I took fire in the back.
Yeah, but you do manage to blow up, and the portcullis just closes behind you, like slam. And there's just an angry mob inside that are trying to figure out what the heck happened.
Some poor soul in the bottom of that pile. What did I do?
Yeah. you guys can make it back to the ship more or less okay.
I doubt that. I'm scarred for life.
The kids are doing meditation with Docus by the tree. They're all happy and singing. They don't know how to do meditation. They're children. And
He's just running back and forth and screaming.
Yeah, they're just running around the tree screaming and like singing.
Climbing it.
Docus is just clapping, being like, "Excellent meditation, children. You're all so talented."
Is he okay?
And
I think he's partaking of Jisan a little bit too much.
Andy's sitting there. Andy's sitting there still eating grapes. Every now and then smacking the 4 guards just with a fine hand.
They're dead.
They're just goo.
I'm going to consume a track of We're the Baddies.
To avoid the mire.
Well, like, just,
He's
We're the baddies.
Who else is on your and then there's Joffrey Jeffrell is there. He's just having a good time. He's just enjoying himself. He's sitting beside Andy. And they're just vibing every now and then.
It's very easy for him to do the grape things because his head is already it up.
Yeah, every now and then he'll trade Andy grapes for like a different fruit, and then they're just having a great time.
Reynolds herded the kids downstairs away from the leaky pinata that is the group of people we've captured. They're making like macaroni art downstairs.
Oh, yeah. Reynolds like writing a haiku about this or something.
Are we the bad? Yeah. Are we the bad? That's 6. Am I the bad?
I don't think we are the bad.
But then again, diplomacy.
So now we just have to defeat the big boss.
Hey!
Yeah, you guys successfully
wiped out a race of things.
Yeah.
Yep. You took out the barracks and you took out the general.
That's
left. All that's left is the city. You have to conquer the city and defeat the boss.
Get the girl.
Allegedly.
I'm
coming, Soil. Straight to the bottom.
Yeah, you guys after a little while, you just kind of kick those 3 bodies off the edge, and that little beetle takes
right. I'm like, oh man, you got these ready for us, and then we just like take them and drag them over to the side and dump them over.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you know you need to juice a lime, so you like roll it on the counter a bit first.
Are we the baddies?
Oh no!
Really embracing it.
This season just went downhill.
It's okay. We had guards underneath of us to brace us.
Excellent. Let's do our end of session. We can do our end of session stuff on camera. I don't know if we've done it before, but we're using the fellowship end of session stuff. I'm sure I've said this before when I said it. I don't know if we've done it on camera, but we're doing the end of session questions to see whether players get a milestone or not. I like the end of session questions from fellowship. I think they're a fun way to do leveling. Especially because they pull some unique things about like giving the DM more power depending on what the players choose. Anyway, the 3 questions you have are: did you strike a blow against the Empire or its leaders?
Heck yeah.
Double yes.
Yeah, yes. I would say yes. Did we protect the common folk from harm?
Yep.
I mean, in the long term.
Yeah, no.
There's no soldiers aggressing them.
Yeah.
Specifically this session, no, I wouldn't say you protected the common folk.
Herrick Stand.
Oh, yes, you did save Herrick Stand. You're right. Sorry, you're right. You did save Herrick Stand. As far as the guards go, no, you didn't. But Herrick Stand, I'll give you that one.
Yay.
Because some of the guard stated he doesn't get paid. Some of these people were conscripted.
Like, don't do that.
Not. That's not how conscription works.
Okay, good.
I mean, we've already accepted that we were the baddies this episode. Sometimes good people get hurt in the service of dismantling evil.
I'll let you get Herrick stand, and then did we learn something new about the Empire and its plans?
They have one less general.
Little baby hands.
We learned that that the optimal time to attack was yesterday, and that we missed the window, and now his firebending is going to be twice as strong.
Mushrooms go bad faster when kept in a freezer against their will.
Oh, they break bad.
I'm not going to give this one to you guys. If you had attacked on time, I would have given it to you.
Oh, we attacked Portobello on time. I'll tell you that much.
It was extremely timely.
Excellent.
Came during second brunch fest.
So, you have two for each. Yes, you can choose an option. The 3 options you guys have for listeners is option A. Each player gets a minor milestone, including officers. The Empire gets to advance 1 plan. Option B. Each player chooses 1 aspect to heal. It does not have to be theirs. The Empire gets nothing. 2 players, option C, 2 players get a major milestone each, and the Empire gets to advance 1 plan. So, what would you like?
We're going to do 2 minors.
You're going to do 2 minors, and the Empire is going to advance 2 plans. Boom, 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 boom,
Correct.
boom.
That gives us a big upgrade for the final fight.
Exactly. We get to do one last montage where we finally,
I have so many of these things.
Yeah.
Plus all the characters have enough for something now too.
Yeah, so all the kids can get a new aspect, and Docus can get that sweet electric guitar he was always thinking about.
Reynold, Rocky, and Colt all go up to 6.
Is it one of those double-necked electric guitars?
Yeah, it's like one of the ones that looks like a V.
Ooh.
Oh man, who was the guy that played that?
I don't
Pick
know.
of Destiny.
Crew. So you
and then Andy, Tums, Docus, and Joffrey Jethro are all going to go up to 7.
Yeah, so they'll have enough to get. Everybody's going to be getting stuff for next session, basically. Listeners, everybody's going to soup up,
and then we get 2 more. That'll give me enough to. Oh, I didn't write down my minor milestone from last time. Because I should have 3. With this,
everybody's going to do a thing. With this, I will tell you, because I got to do 2 advance a plan twice, or advance 2 plans, and I chose to advance 1 plan twice. Because I advanced 1 plan twice, you don't see, as you all leave the barracks, on top of the wall, standing, watching you all leave, watching the chaos down below, sitting on top a chair, held up by a bunch of weird-looking creatures and things, is a rabbit, just giving a thumbs down.
I swear to God, I'll cut her feet off and wear them around my neck for the eternity.
Yeah, she gonna die.
I want
we might die, but she gonna die.
I'll wear her pelt as my new happy mask.
Petra the Rabbit has claimed the title of a leader or a general.
What in the Nemesis system?
Yeah. Be prepared. Be prepared.
I don't want to.
Yes, our teeth and ambitions are
But yeah, Petra the Rabbit is now a leader.
Okay.
Good for her. There needs to be more diversity in this institution.
Even with only half a face.
Yeah. Does she have a phantom mask?
Yes, definitely has a phantom mask.
I'm just imagining a rabbit with half of a human face. That's its mask.
A gift from Punch Masters.
But yeah. And I think we'll end the session there. I was Ian the Firefly.
I was Austin the Violent and the Bloodthirsty.
Brooke the Chainsaw Wielder.
And I was Jisun, the National Lampoon.
Excellent. And we are sponsored by nobody. Signing off.